All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for waiting a little bit. As you can see in the chat, my internet kind of pooped out on me, like, as I was setting everything up. So I was like, well, fuck. I was on, like, a good schedule. I was surprised, too, because, God, we stayed up so late last night. I woke up. It was, like, 1:40. I felt like I woke up in a pile of my own drool. I couldn't feel half my face. I said, what the fuck happened to me, man? I was really happy. I was able to get up and move around in good fashion after that, and then my internet cut out. Fuck. But anyway, we are here. Welcome back, everybody, to the Slice of Shonen Podcast, episode number 37. We are getting there. Soon we're going to be 40. Then we're going to be old and washed. But anyway, I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And hi, PD. What's going on? Even though we didn't have like a whole lot of chapters, 3 to be specific, we will never have a full podcast again, it feels like. God damn. But they were all really good.
Say never.
I mean, like, shit, you know, one day it'll come back. But yeah, they were all really, really good chapters this week. So I'm sure we're going to have a whole lot to talk about. And luckily, I have a whole lot of friends, but not all of them are here right now. I only have 3 of them
I don't know if
today.
you're going to be feeling that way the whole time, buddy.
What do you mean? What's the problem?
You'll see.
Okay, well, we have the me. Hey, how's it going? We have the Silver. We have the Taco. And then lastly, the Zenith and Annie Manga.
Hi.
Yeah, he made something, but it's okay.
Yeah,
I fixed it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was just doing what Akutami would have wanted, you know, giving now, you know, that thumbnail spotlight. But
It's
Sailor
okay.
just isn't as much of a Jujutsu Kaisen fan as
I
me, it
had to
seems.
fix
You know,
it.
He wouldn't have
Listen.
done what Akutami would have wanted. And
Listen,
He's just
yeah.
not based
tragic.
Listen, chat. I told Zenith, I was like, listen, how you make this thumbnail says a lot about you, bro. Cause like you could be a Chad and put Maki in it, or you could be a cuck and put VEGAPUNK in it. And Zenith said, oh, I'm even below all of that. I'll put neither of them in the thumbnail. So I was like, oh,
I mean, I was the one who was saying we should put both in.
God,
Anyway, it's like-
right? Like Silver had the vision, but
I mean, he did put the best character, you know, of the entire week on the thumbnail, though.
go ahead, talk about Doll, bro. Go ahead.
No,
No, we'll save it, bro.
What's going on, Sleeping Danger? What is going on? I don't really have anything else to say for this little intro bit here, son.
Yeah,
Is there
I mean,
anything you want to do?
No,
Zenith,
it's, short.
I was doing God's worth. I fixed it. Thank you, Sleeping Danger.
I hope everyone's having a good day, all you fucking weebs watching this, and thanks for
Yes.
showing up.
Yes, absolutely. Whether you're watching it here live and typing in the chat, or you're listening to it after the fact, thank you. We appreciate it. Make sure you like the stream, comment, or I guess type out in the live chat how you feel about everything. All of that good stuff. Share the stream. Thank you. We appreciate it. But anyway, since we have nothing else to really say for this little intro here, son, let's dive on into chapters. One Piece, chapter 1061. Fellas, how we feeling about it?
You know,
Well, I mean, it was a major. I think it was going to be a major turning point, and that's going to be. That's all I feel like is all there is to say right now. Like, I mean, we had some major reveals in this chapter, or at least, well, one major reveal.
I think this was pretty unexpected.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it kind of shows how close to the end we are.
Oh,
because meeting Vegapunk is the kind of thing that I thought was like maybe a little before the Blackbeard fight, like whenever that would be. Like big reveals, you're obviously not gonna have that like right unless you're near the ending. And it just kind of hit me. Like, that's what this chapter really hit me. It's like, holy shit, we are really getting there. Like, we're really hitting the end of One Piece where we're going to get all the big reveals and shit.
Oda did a statement recently, just within the last month or two. I think it was when Film Red was coming out. It was when Wano ended, and he did like his like because at the beginning of every saga or arc, Oda usually gives like a little statement, and this time he said, you know, basically, I don't remember exactly what it was word for word, but it was basically he was like, yeah, we're at the end of the series. I'm gonna draw all of the secrets everyone's been wanting to see, so like stay tuned.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's one of those things where he said that, and I was like, it's Oda. He's full of shit. Like, Oda always says shit that's just completely, like, irrelevant. It's like, the greatest enemy of the Straw Hats at the end of Wano. I've been wanting to draw the scene at the end of Wano forever. It's like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about. We saw the ending of Wano. I have no clue what scene he was talking about.
The greatest enemy to Wano was the plot itself. No.
Yeah, I don't know. He always says really, like...
Was
says weird
he
shit
referring to
about
him?
the story.
Him and that whole scene, you know, where he's destroying the island? Like, I mean, maybe that's what he was referring to?
I think he was referring to Luffy and Momo's moment where Luffy gives him the straw hat or the straw hat flag. I think that's what he was referring to, but I don't know. Like I don't know what moment he was talking about.
I don't know.
He hyped it up for like years. Like it was like 2-3 years. Like
oh damn, really?
Like, yeah, watch out for the end of Wano. But
oh okay, I had no.
Anyway,
no
he
idea.
gave that statement, and I was like, all right, he's full of shit.
Full of shit.
Maybe he's not, because like maybe we straight up with Vegapunk showing up, like we have the potential to get some massive info dumps.
So much stuff, man. Because like I was thinking about no, you're fine. I was thinking about this. Like this name has been tossed around in the One Piece world for so fucking long, and like they know a lot. Like we could figure out like potentially how devil fruits work because they figured out how to clone them, and like we could figure out the science behind a whole bunch of other shit, what their potential connection to the revolutionaries is with Kuma and everything like that. There's so much that we could learn here, and I'm please
actually, so
Oda.
I have an exact statistic for you.
Go ahead.
You brought up how Vegapunk's been mentioned for so long. So Vegapunk is the character. Oh, thanks to Arter. Shout out to Arter because he did.
Shouts out.
He tweeted this. I'm just reading this dude's tweet.
Shouts
he
out.
said, Vegapunk is the character that has taken the longest from their first mention to their first appearance in the series. Vegapunk was first mentioned in chapter 433. Now we've gotten their first appearance in chapter 1061. That is 627 chapters in between their first mention and their first appearance. To put in perspective, Naruto, the entire series of Naruto Part 1 and Part 2 combined is 700 chapters.
Holy shit. God damn. And
yeah, no,
that's
like,
crazy,
I was about to bring up that post. Like, that
chapters.
is an insane level of perspective to bring up, because that's like 16 years.
That's fucking insane. And you wanna know what's crazy?
Years to finally meet this character.
We may not, like, the theory is we may not even actually have met Vegapunk in this chapter. It may just be like a cyborg or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an android body, just, or like even his kids. And like we were tossing around a whole bunch of ideas about who this person could actually be. Because like I think we were shown like just a picture of Vegapunk like from the neck down. Like I found that out, and that was definitely a guy. It's definitely a lot bigger.
Yeah, no, he's been.
Bro, she didn't develop at that point.
Vagapunk's been referred to as a man consistently, and even referred to as an old man.
Yeah,
like specifically.
Right.
So I really like the panel with the shark coming up from under the water.
It's so cool.
Yeah. I like that one too, just because of the build-up. Because they're like, "What's the kid is saying? Look down. What are you? Holy shit!" Like, it's just this big spread of the shark underneath the ship. It looks so good too. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny because like,
hey, I'll be right back. Actually, there's something I gotta take care of real fast.
Yeah, take care, man.
Hold on a sec.
But
yeah, when I was reading the chapter, I like saw that panel. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool and ominous." And then I turned the page, like, yeah, it's One Piece.
Yeah,
It's goofy as hell, of course.
Yeah, that's One Piece. All right, and then the big Robo boy just comes out and punches it.
Robo bitch. Yeah,
Robo bitch. Yeah, comes out, lays it out, which is crazy too. Because skipping to the end of the chapter again for a quick second, that robot is huge. It did not look that big. Yeah, it did not look that big in the panel, But like, yeah, that robot. I mean, like, I feel like that's typical One Piece, at least for me. Like, a little backstory here, viewers. I didn't know Katakuri was like 1 billion feet tall until Taco told me. I was like, from the perspective in some shots in Whole Cake Island, when I was reading through it, I was like, oh, well, you know, he's taller than Luffy, but not by much. God damn.
I think he's like 16 feet tall.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was like, holy fuck. But yeah, I had no clue. So it's just how the perspective is sometimes in One Piece. I was not expecting the ship to just fucking Iron Giant or the robot to Iron Giant the ship and just pick it up and be like, ooh, here it is. That was
I
crazy.
swear, I know I'm dumb sometimes because when I first saw that panel, I was like, "Oh, Frankie gets a new form, okay."
Dude,
And I was
genuinely.
like, "No, like, that's stupid."
Yeah, genuinely. For like when I was first reading the chapter and I saw the robot. Welcome back. I saw the robot and I was like, oh shit. So Frankie's saving the Straw Hats. That's cool. Like, that's genuinely what I thought. But it would make sense that Frankie's designs are based off of VEGAPUNK stuff because he went
Yeah,
to
so it's like
VEGAPUNK's
it's
island.
the same aesthetic.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
I did see someone bring that up. General Frankie is straight up based on Vegapunk's designs, and he even says in Fishman Island, I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something where Frankie was like, "Look, Vegapunk, I took your design and I completed it by using Wappa metal," because Frankie took a bunch of designs that Vegapunk had that he never completed, and then like made his body and like gave improvements to himself and created General Frankie. So now it's clear to see that Vegapunk did later finish the design and it's better than General Frankie. Like, it's
Yeah.
way superior than whatever Frankie came up with.
Makes sense. Yeah, living 500 years in the future. Shit.
Mhm.
I guess you gotta be with it. Oda couldn't wait to draw the final panel of Wano because he couldn't wait to leave that mid. Damn. Vegapunk's design is a bit underwhelming, but it seems like it's not the final one probably, but still cool. Listen. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She's the impersonating one, referring to Vegapunk. That makes sense. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'd be genuinely surprised if this was like the most I could see is like Vegapunk transferring his conscious over to this robot thing, because like I could believe that shit. But yeah, I'd actually be surprised if this is like, no, I'm just Vegapunk. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it.
That'd be
I don't
interesting.
think- yeah.
I mean,
I don't think so
No,
because it's like, you know,
of
the
course-
Punk O2 on there is
true.
like, it's
Although
like
assuming
a number.
that is the case and this is just like a mind transfer situation, I gotta ask, why a teenage girl?
Bro, why not?
That's the question I feel like you got to address.
Bro, why not?
I think it's
She
best
looks like
not
she's
to.
at least in her 20s.
Yeah, bro, you're opening a whole
Okay.
fucking barrel of fucking worms, bro. You need to chill out with all that. Bro, why
Hey,
would
we're gonna
anyone
have to
want to
open
turn
it.
into a girl? I don't
Have-
get it. It's so weird.
Bro,
So weird,
listen,
bro. Relax.
listen, right? Listen. This is like the next evolution for traps. Because
Whoa.
now they're just going to transfer their brain into a woman. This is like the ultimate trap. That's just how it
Next
is.
level.
That's next level. That was a joke, by the way. Leave me alone. God. You are wonderful just the way you are. You don't have to be anybody else. But yeah, no,
That's
I don't
a
know.
lie.
Okay. Okay.
But then we get the G14.
Yeah,
That's
shouts
chapter.
out. Shouts out to G14. Okay, so interesting bit here before we talk about Doll. Goddamn Doll. Interesting bit that I thought of was Helmeppo bringing up like, we're so close to Egghead. Couldn't we take the Seraphim? I was like, oh, so there are Seraphims there.
Mhm.
That's interesting. That's very interesting to see which ones they run into. I don't think it would be one of the
I didn't
ones
even feel
that. Yeah, I don't think it would be Boa or Mihawk. I mean, unless they can just fly that far. But I don't think it'll be one of them. I think it'll probably be one of the other warlords that are like copied. That's about all I can really think of off the top of me
Well,
head.
it could be because Helmeppo was there at Amazon Lily and he's at the G14 naval
Oh
base.
yeah,
and it's
wow,
nearby.
I forgot. Yeah, wow, I
'Cause
forgot
it's
all
been
about
weeks.
that.
The stuff
Yeah.
that happened at Amazon Lily was like weeks ago. It was a
Yeah,
long
you're
time
right.
ago.
Yeah, because that was during Wano. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, it could be. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting. I'd be down for that. See Zoro run into Mihawk or some shit. That'd be cool. But yeah. Anyway, I guess turning back the page, Doll. God damn. Shouts out to Vice
The
Admiral
greatest
Dahl.
Vice Admiral in the entire
Shouts
series.
out to Vice Admiral Dahl.
It was so funny
No
because
cap.
like going through Twitter, everyone was talking about Vegapunk and Doll, and that's it. Nothing else in the chat. It was just, like everyone was simping. Well, that and then the panel of Bonnie where she's like got her shirt off.
Yeah.
It was like Doll, Vegapunk, and that panel of Bonnie. That's the only shit I saw in my fucking timeline.
Horny
was
on
people
main.
horny,
Let's
bro.
go. Hey, but shouts out to wholesome ass Tashigi, man. It's been too long. I missed my girl. I miss my cute little sword nerd. I'm happy she's back. And I imagine
Yeah, we
these
see all
characters
the
are going to
kids.
pull up to Egghead Island. So, like, they're going to interact with everybody. So it'll be great. I can't wait to see
Yeah,
that.
no, I think this is the arc where Luffy's gonna meet up with Smoker again. I think Smoker will show up.
Yeah. Maybe he's on Egghead already. I don't know. I don't
It's
fucking
possible.
know. Yeah, because I imagine wherever Tashigi is, you're going to find Smoker. So he's got to be somewhere nearby at this point.
So apparently, in the panel where Helmut was talking to that guy, Prince Groose or whatever his fucking name is,
Yeah.
that's not the first time we've seen him and his little fucking
Entourage,
squad.
yeah.
Yeah, we saw them on Capone's cover page.
Yeah, that was when I think I was reading something about it. That was when they bust into the hairdresser on Dressrosa. We're just like looking for Beige
Arrest
or something.
Lola, or-
Yeah.
or whoever it was.
My man got the fucking extendo baseball cap though. God damn.
Yeah, bro, he got the extra long brim.
He got the extra long brim. God damn, shawty. But aside from
And
that,
what
I
else
like
did
his
he do?
design. Nah, I don't know. I
just think
he
it's really
literally
funny
just showed
'cause,
up in that cover story and that was it.
Well, that's the thing is like I think it's funny because it's like kind of portraying him like he's the leader, but it's like he's really not that tough. He couldn't even he couldn't arrest Beige or anything. Like Beige just fucking escaped him. And I think if I'm remembering correctly, I don't remember that cover story because it's literally the most dog shit cover story. In
Yeah,
the
I was
entire
about to
series.
say it's the worst one.
That's the one where
Yeah,
Pound
yeah,
comes back.
Pound just
But
comes
I'm
back
pretty
the
sure,
Willipede,
like,
baby.
Pirates show up, like the germ pirates show up, and then these guys fight them and arrest them. I'm pretty sure. I don't fucking remember, but.
Hey, shouts out.
Apparently, this girl, the Navy HQ commander sword Hibari,
Mhm.
we've never seen her before. This is her first appearance in the series. I saw Sandman on Twitter, who's a really big One Piece
Yeah.
translator.
Very
He
reputable
brought up
one,
the
yeah.
fact that, very reputable. He brought up the fact that apparently the dialect she's speaking is the exact same dialect as Akainu, and they're the only two characters in the entire series that speak that way.
I was just gonna
Huh.
bring this up because Lex just dropped a comment a little bit ago where he was talking about some cool theories that Hibari is the only character who has the same accent as Akainu. So there are theories that
There you go.
she's Akainu's daughter. Yeah. So
Or
I was
related
like, wow.
with him, maybe from the same
Related
island as him.
somehow. Yeah,
Somehow
exactly.
to him.
Exactly.
'Cause
Yeah. So I didn't even
It
notice
would be
that. I was
odd
like,
because
damn.
Oda, those are like the small details that's like Oda does pay attention to, and it'd be weird that's like they're the only two characters in the entire series that speak a similar way.
For sure. Yeah.
like, They're both Marines. It's like it'd be weird. It could be interesting because if she is Akainu, I don't think she's Akainu's daughter, but if she is related to Akainu some way, I think it's interesting that she's very clearly attached to Kobe. She likes Kobe a lot, so she wants to save him.
Shit.
And Akainu does not like Kobe.
It doesn't like him at all. Yeah. Very fitting. You know what? I hope that's canon now. That'd be the best ship. Piss off Akainu. That's great. Sleeping Danger. There's probably only 7 Seraphim like the original Warlords. I agree.
I
mean,
agree.
he is a rear admiral, so Doll outranks him. That's for true. And what's up, Siva? How you doing, bruv?
Doll's the best Marine ever, bro. She should have been a new
100%
admiral
agree.
besides.
Yeah,
Bro,
her design too
Fujitora
looks cool.
Yeah, she does look cool.
Like from the pay, like before we see her face, like we can sort of see the rest of her body when she's pulling up to Tashigi. She looks cool.
she looks like she has a sleeve, like she has tattoos all on her.
Exactly. Yeah, she looks sick. I like her.
Then we get the scene with Luffy and Bonnie, which I really liked.
Yeah, that's great.
It actually made me laugh out loud where she was like, "I'm Bonnie, but just to be clear, we're enemies. But thanks for saving me." And Luffy goes, "No problem, Buggy." Or
Yeah,
Buggy,
no problem,
whatever the fuck
Bogey.
he called her.
Yeah. Immediately, frame 1 fucks up your nickname. That's my fucking captain right there.
problem, Bogey.
That's my fucking captain right there. I'm already liking how Luffy and Bonnie interact so far, because I was wondering, because like, man, we just left Law and now we're gonna meet another one, another member of the worst generation. How is she gonna play into the group dynamic? I like that she's with Luffy. The way like they sort of like bounce off of each other is pretty funny so far.
I think,
especially since they're both
that makes
gluttons.
sense, because Bonnie and Luffy has always been a duo I think people have wanted to see for a long time, because they're so similar in a lot of ways. Like, how gluttonous they are, and just I think it's cool to see it. Now we just need to see fucking Aruj. That dude's chilling on a sky island. He's the last fucking supernova that's done fuck all in the series. But
that's true. Yeah, I'm interested.
I really like the scene where Bonnie's like, "What the hell is like? I thought your hair was white. Like, what the hell's with your bounty poster?" And Luffy goes, "Oh, that's what I look like when I'm free." She's like, "What does that even mean?"
Yeah, right.
Like,
I like
that. It because that means to me that Luffy doesn't even really understand.
He doesn't get it. Yeah.
Like, he doesn't get it. I don't think Luffy doesn't know he awoke his devil fruit. Like,
I don't fucking know. Shouts out. I love the Twitter reaction too, because people were making memes. They were like, "Oh, so Luffy's only free when he's white." That shit cracked me up, bro. I was like, damn, I didn't even put that together.
You want to talk about a barrel of hornets?
Bonnie for Nakama. Shouts out Sleeping Danger. I respect it.
I really like where she's like, I can't believe these dudes are young. Like, I can't believe this is a
yeah,
young
like, is this really supposed to be an emperor? Yeah. That was great.
Also, we got, this isn't confirmed, but I have seen people bringing this up, and I agree. So a long fucking time ago, back in Marineford, we had the whole scene where Bonnie was watching the battle, and she started crying, and she was getting emotional, and she was really angry. And then at the end of the battle, she said, "I'm going to the New World to get like revenge. It's all that person's fault."
Mm-hmm.
I think we now can, because we never knew who she was talking about, but I think she was talking about Vegapunk. I think she wants revenge against Vegapunk for what he did to Kuma, because she is connected to Kuma somehow. We don't really know their relationship.
Yeah.
She says, "Yeah, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind," when she's like talking about this is the island, egg ahead, and everything, and this is where Vegapunk is.
Yeah. The only theory that I really saw, it was in regards to Vegapunk's design, where it's like Vegapunk is like old, but Bonnie makes him younger with their fruit. That's about it. I didn't even think, I didn't hear anything else about like, oh yeah, the person who Bonnie is coming to chew out is Vegapunk. I never thought about that, because she did say she was here on business.
I think it's interesting when you look at the silhouette of Egghead, you could see a bunch of like tropical looking trees. Egghead doesn't appear to be a winter island, even though all the climate surrounding it is winter. I've seen people theorize that. So back during Frankie's cover story, and like when Frankie was on Vegapunk's home island, I think it was called Baltimore.
Baltigo or Baltimore, one of those things. I think it's
something
Baltigo.
like that. It was revealed that Vegapunk wanted to create a machine that would change the weather and permanently make it warm, but he couldn't do it. He like failed. It's possible he figured out how to do it and did it on Egghead. And Egghead actually is a winter island, but he's changing the climate. It might be that big fucking egg-looking thing that we see in this silhouette. It's like changing the weather.
Okay. Yeah, again, I didn't even hear about that. The most I've heard was like, oh, there's an egg on here. Roger had an egg on his ship. Ew.
It's Vegapunk's a character that's been mentioned so many times that there's so many little details throughout the series that people are picking up, where they're like, oh, this could be connected, this could be connected, this might be a thing.
Baltigo is the former revolutionary base. Thank you, Sleeping Danger. Okay, so yeah, it was something else. It was probably what you said, Taco.
Baltimore? I don't know.
Yeah,
I always remember
it
was weird because I thought it sounded like Baltimore, but I don't know what it's actually called.
Yeah, Baltimore, it is fucking cold out there. Shouts out.
And then the last thing we get is Vegapunk, where we see her.
Fucking insane.
That's the thing is, 100%. I don't think that's Vegapunk's real body, because it says
Probably
Punk
not.
02 on his boobie, and his dialect is that of an old man. His speech pattern is that of an old man. And like I said, throughout the series, Vegapunk multiple times has been referred to as man, old man. So I think this is either an android that he's controlling remotely, or it is straight up a new body he created and then transferred his consciousness into. It's either one's possible, because Vegapunk, like, well, we know he can create clones and shit. Like, he can create living things from nothing, from test tubes.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
also, he was capable of erasing Kuma's mind. So, it's not too far of a stretch in my mind that he could transplant someone's mind. He could transplant someone's consciousness. I think I'm going to go more so with this is just an android, especially because there's
I
like
think
that
so,
weird
too.
antenna thing. It's like he's got like the earmuff and then like the antenna thing.
I
I think
think
it's
it's
just
the
the
Android too, just
think
because
that's
we
more
didn't
likely.
get the big like text box that says like World Government Scientist Dr. Vegapunk or something underneath the name. So I
Right.
feel like it's more so of an Android as well.
Vegapunk
Although there
already
is one
seems like
other
an
thing I'm
interesting
wondering.
character to me. Oh, go ahead, Scylla.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I know we're all on the same page about it most likely being an android, but assuming this is a body swap situation, how is Sanji going to treat this situation?
Oh, he's about to be
Weirdly
act
and
up.
creepily.
He's
Yeah,
about to
he's
act
going
up.
to be the subject of a gag that isn't funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird and fucked up and creepy, and my boy
Yeah.
can't help the
And
dub.
then he's gonna go back from being a really good character for a bit until he decides to have focus again.
Then
That's
he's gonna see
probably-
that Vegapunk's an old man, and he's gonna be like, "Oh no, he's abusing." You know?
That'd probably be how we'd find out that she's an android. Sanji running up on her, trying to like touch her, and then he's like, "Oh wow, you're hard." That's probably it. That's genuinely how I imagine it being. That's how I
Whoa.
imagine it being.
Oh,
My boy Sanji is gonna be treated like shit again. Fuck. God, just when the stocks were up, man, we came off of Whole Cake especially, and then some bits in Wano. Oh, the stocks for Sanji were up. God, now I gotta pull my stock
I definitely
out.
think it's interesting because I don't think anyone guessed that this was gonna happen. I think everyone
Fuck
thought like,
no.
"Oh, we'll go to Sphinx Island or we'll go to Elbaf." I think those were like the two biggest ones that everyone was saying.
Yeah,
And now we're fucking with Vegapunk. And
insane.
I'm really interested because I think this could be a really big arc for Frankie and Sanji. I don't think this is going to be a long arc. I think this is going to be a very short exposition heavy, like kind of like a Zoe type
Yeah.
arc where it's just going to be like maybe 10, 15 chapters.
I'm down for
I can see
that.
that.
I'm really curious to see Frankie and Sanji, those two mostly interacting with Vegapunk.
Right, because again, like we did mention this before, like because in all seriousness, like Sanji does have a pretty interesting connection to Vegapunk.
Yeah.
His
Yeah, with his
father
father. Well,
Like, I was talking-
Sanji was literally called the Warrior of Science during Wano. That was
Oh
the
my
title
God,
of his
yeah.
chapter where he fought Queen, the Warrior of Science.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, and earlier I was thinking like it could be possible for him to get a power up of this arc too again, and like maybe with like a Vegapunk undesigned raid suit, because you know since it obviously wouldn't be something designed by his father, he would be able to accept it a little better. I don't know.
Type shit.
Really,
type shit.
the only
Like
last
the only
thing I
reason he
have to
didn't
say-
want the raid suit was because it was related to Germa. And obviously he wants nothing to do with those guys. But if it's coming from someone else entirely, then who knows? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Really, the only last thing I wanted to say about the chapters about Vegapunk specifically, his character. I don't think he's going to be antagonistic, but I'm getting the sense that he's very morally ambiguous because he has this like little thing where he's talking about the shark, where he's like, why isn't it possible to control the urges of living creatures? So he's very fixated on this idea of controlling living things, and I think just right off the bat, Luffy's gonna hate that.
Yep.
Because
I
that's
can
so
agree.
against everything Luffy stands for.
Yeah.
I think Vegapunk's going to be not evil, but very morally misguided in his efforts. I think he's
think-
furthering science to help others, but in his pursuit, he's fucking things up. Like he's creating weapons for the world government. He's doing a lot of fucked up shit. And I don't think he's really thinking about it. I think he's just like, well, yeah,
Absolutely.
I can do it.
It's just to progress.
let
I
me
mean,
do it.
like, if you're 500 years in the future, like, can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs type shit. So, like,
If
I
your
don't
brain
think he
is so
cares at all.
advanced that you're 500 years in the future, clearly you're not thinking about the people in the present.
Fuck no. Yeah. Oh, that was good, Taco. That's a caption, nigga. Oh, that was good. I like that. I like that.
Plus, he calls the Straw Hats filthy pirates.
Yeah. Yeah, filthy
But he's
animals.
smiling while he says it, so it's like I don't know. I think he's kind of an asshole, but I don't think he's gonna be evil. He's giving me mixed vibes.
Yeah.
We shall see. I think that's all we can really say. We
Yeah,
shall
that's
see.
all I got to say about the
We
chapter.
shall see. Yeah. We went over
Good
pretty much
chapter.
everything I wanted to say. This is a really nice one. I
Same
did
here.
enjoy it a lot. All right. So we ready to move on to My Hero Academia?
Yep.
All right. How are we feeling about this week's chapter? Chapter 367. How are we feeling about it?
This was also a
A
very
really
one.
good chapter.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
This was like I wasn't expecting to get a chapter like this. It was like a pretty short one, but I really did enjoy this one a lot. Because I was talking about it off the record with me and the rest of the gang here. I was expecting a moment like in any other shonen, right? Izuku pulls up to the battlefield and he's just like, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late." And everyone's like, oh, they're all like laughing, sort of like crying a little bit. Like they have reactions like Mirio, right? Where they're like tearing up. You know, Bakugo's in the background like, oh, what took you so long, you damn nerd? Or something like that. And then they, you know, we have a big shot of Izuku leading the charge against Shigaraki or something like that. But it was really refreshing to see Izuku show up and be like, hey guys, is everything okay? And it's just fucking everyone is laid out.
It was a complete massacre.
Yeah, everyone gets laid out, just fucking destroyed. Yeah, that's the consequence of you not being here, my boy, which is basically what I wanted. Just some sort of consequence for Toga, pulling him through that gate, and I'm happy we got it in this chapter, and seeing his reaction to everyone, especially Bakugo, and being able to see that rage moment, it was really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's a really good fucking chapter. It's unfortunate because I've seen people bring that up where they're like, "Oh, well, it's hard to take this serious because of the Bakugo stuff," but it's like, this is so good.
No, like I mean,
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
yeah,
no,
like,
I agree to some
good.
degree because it's literally like this is why I was enjoying the Bakugo death to begin with, was because of how it would like impact other people. Like
Exactly.
it had
I mean,
that potential
he
to be
just
really
worked-
interesting.
yeah, no, I think it just works very well just in this moment. Like, just very specifically, like these 2 pages here, where there's no text, it's just stone cold silence while he's just looking over the scene. Because, like, he doesn't know what's happening with Bakugo. As far as as Izuku's concerned, he is dead.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's the part that matters the most at that moment. Because, like, he's just, like, trying to take everything in and, like, fuck. Okay, it's just, like, it's a very good moment. I think that's easily, like, my favorite moment in this chapter, honestly.
For sure. Because Izuku was about to revert back to how he was in, I mean, like, the war, too.
Exactly.
But especially in, I guess, Villain Hunt, where he was like, I have to handle this on my own. Nobody else can do this shit. So it was kind of cool to see Mirio bring him back. Mirio bring him back and be like, listen, bro, we're okay as we can be for right now, because damn, we kind of got cooked. But we're okay. Like, no one's dead yet. We haven't lost anybody yet. So that's good. I will say, I did find it funny. I saw a little meme on Twitter where it's like, Shigaraki, after murdering so many people and like being responsible for the collapse of Hero Society, and Izuku's like, I want to save that boy. But here in this chapter where he kills he beats up a couple people and almost kills his best friend, he like freaks out. I thought that was funny. But hey, it's very accurate too, because it's a lot more personal now for Izuku. It's a lot more personal now for my boy.
I like that he says at the end of the chapter where he's like, is Shigaraki still in there? Like, he's trying to talk to him specifically, not fucking the Ultra One.
And that
he
design
didn't
is
give a fuck
sick
about
with like the
Ultra One.
black whip
Oh,
as a
yeah.
scarf. I like that a lot. Like sort of like the tears coming out.
I really
It's
like that
cool.
where he's got the black whip on one hand and then like the glowing energy on the other hand. I don't know why. I think it's just the color, but it reminds me of Blackbeard when he has the darkness on one hand and then the Gurnami on the other hand, the black and the white.
Yeah. I like this, man. I mean, like, it makes his design look a lot better, too. Because, man, when Izuku first
he
pulled
looks
up to
sick.
this war, I was like, oh, fuck, bro. You went from, like, your
Damn,
best
bro, you
design to
taking
this
fit, bro?
shit. I was not liking the
You're a
fit.
hater.
I'm going to be real. You
You
damn
are a
right.
hater.
You damn right. I was like, come on, bro. Like, even before Villain Hunt, I really fucked with Izuku's like normal design, like costume gamma, I think it's called.
Man.
I fuck with
Yeah.
that with like the Air Force gloves. That shit looks clean. And then he goes into Villain Hunt. I was like, damn, this is kind of sick. You know, like I liked him with the hood off, but I liked the hood on too. That was cool. Izuku pulled up to this war. I said, ooh, yikes, we need to get this nigga to a tailor. God damn. We need to, yo, where's May at? Can you fix this nigga's fit, please? I'm begging you. Please.
Bro, my man doesn't deserve this slander, bro.
Bro, it's okay, because he looked drippy
he's
now.
probably going to be a little busy for a while. So, I mean,
yeah, listen.
it may be a while before he gets the sick fit again.
Yeah, it's okay.
Or, well, then again, and there's a good chance he may never get it at that fit again, because, like, I mean, we are pretty much in the end game at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we can expect any more.
Yeah, bro.
costume
Deku's
upgrades.
he's gonna beat Shigaraki next chapter, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's
Horikoshi said this is ending this year, so it's over, right?
Man, that would
bro,
be
man
so
was
fucked.
fucking lying.
Bruh, I'd cry if we lived in a timeline where, like,
Okay,
we just wrap this fight up and then everything else.
What's
Look,
that?
like
Like
I
10
said.
chapters left?
Yeah, that'd be
look,
so
I ain't
bad.
saying that this thing. Look, I'm not saying this thing is going to end within the the next 10 chapters or whatever. I'm
Yeah,
just saying
yeah, we
he's
know.
probably not going to have a lot of time and to head to the tailor.
Yeah, listen, man.
You know what,
listen,
so
there's
you're
still
right,
some
bro.
time. I would like. That'd be so fucked up. Izuku, like Shigaraki, he comes in, he starts roasting him for his fit. That ugly ass design you got on, dickhead. Fucking Izuku's like, oh, I can't have this. Mandalay, open the barrier. I need to go somewhere. Fucking everyone's like, where are you going? Izuku's like, don't worry, bro. The hoes gonna love this one. I'll be back in a few. He's like, damn, bro, come on. But yeah, all right. He doesn't have enough time to get his design fixed. Man, I don't know. Maybe the past users of One for All, they can hook him up with something. I don't know. Take their clothes. I don't fucking know. Bring their clothes into reality. I don't know. Best Genius is right there. Listen, we need to heal you. We need to heal you right now, Best Genius. We need a new fit on my boy ASAP. And I guess you can save Bakugo too.
I know Deku can do the faux 100%. He can, like, with all of his quirks.
With
he
Fajin, yeah.
Yeah, he can achieve, like, a faux 100%. What's the percentage he can just use, just naturally, without breaking his
Last
body?
we heard, it was 30% consistently, 45% in
If he's pushing. Okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is like in the the War Arc, the first one. I mean, he went 100%, and like, yeah, it hurt. Like, it damaged him. It didn't
fucked
shatter
him
his
up.
bones.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like I think
Like, he could just
he
go
has to,
all out.
right? Yeah, he has to go all out, but maybe not like right now, but like by the end of
he's
this
gonna.
fight,
yeah.
he's gonna be just at 100%, just going all out.
Yeah. I mean, I'd
I
love
mean,
to
I
see
definitely
him at
think
like
he's, like-
200%. That'd be sick. Like, stack it on top of each other.
1,000,000%.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
That was actually literal. He accessed 1,000,000%. Horikoshi, how did he do that?
All right. Bro. All right, bro. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. God damn. Let me look through some comments real quick because I didn't check in on y'all. Deku going full Spider-Man with those jets. Yes, I do like the
He's so
the
cool.
official. Yeah, it kind of cleared up because in the unofficial, when Deku latched on, they were like, "Hey, whoa, like, damn, you rocking the boat a little bit." But here, Deku just hung on and it was cool. And then he used Fajin on it. It was sick. I love that shit. I think he even has a line where like that feels like it's straight out of the Spider-Man game where he's saying like, so use us as like stepping stones. I feel like that's like, I don't know. That reminded me so much of like the Spider-Man game and like zipping around to like locations and things like that. I mean, obviously Spider-Man influence, but that specifically
look,
reminded
bro,
me of
not
the game.
all Americans are bad. You got
Yeah,
those fighter
shouts
pilots,
out.
they're cool.
Shouts out. Let me see. And people say his trauma went away. I don't think his trauma went away. I think it was very glossed over.
So
Like-
here's I want to say one thing because I
At
have seen
least so
so many
far.
people on Twitter recently when this chapter came out of just being like, "Well, why is he getting angry and everything?" I thought like the whole point
Wait,
of Villain Hunt
what?
was like people were basically saying it's like the
What?
whole point of Villain Hunt was like that he was, it solved all this stuff, and it's like I have been saying for months
I don't think it's
that he was not totally resolved, that his shit was not good actually, that like he was still fucked up and going to repeat the same shitty behavior to some degree.
yeah.
And
I
now that it's
love
happening, oh my god, I'm vindicated, and they call it bad writing. I like,
Yeah.
what
I don't get how
can
people
you
would
do?
think that, honestly, because like in reality, like, okay, I get this is like a shonen manga, but in reality, that's not something that just goes away. Like, that's not gonna, like, it's never that easy in reality.
Well, that's why
Yeah,
it's
I
so
mean-
weird, is because it's like people were like, yeah, it's bad because it just went away. And I've been saying it's like, yeah, it didn't just go away. And now that it's happening and showing that it didn't go away, it's like, yeah, man, why is Horikoshi like inconsistent? I thought it went away when he took a bath.
Yeah.
The bath scene fixed everything. What are you talking about?
I didn't
Oh my
see.
God.
Yeah, throw that nigga in the bath. He was stanking. But no, I guess that does make sense. From what I've seen anyway online, people were just upset that it got glossed over. Like the whole, especially that with the whole scene with All Might being like, hey, we're good. All right, and that's it. So I didn't see anybody being like, oh, well, I guess it just fixed everything now. So yeah, if that is the case, then yeah, then that is pretty shitty. Especially, I don't know. I feel like in this age of internet, Twitter beefs, whatever, a lot of people, it's a bad thing to change your mind. You have to stand 10 toes down on an opinion. You can change your mind. It's okay. It's okay, everybody. If you take one thing from this podcast, just know you could like something one day and then wake up and not like it anymore. Or fuck, even if you like something and then 5 minutes later, you're like, you know what? I didn't like this part about it. That's okay. It's okay to change your mind, everybody. Opinions
Yeah, or
can
if you're
change.
presented with brand new evidence.
Exactly.
It's that contra.
You don't have to
Yeah, 'cause,
listen
like,
to the
I mean,
niggas on
for
Twitter
example,
who
like,
be
I was on-
like,
Like,
go
for the
ahead.
longest time, I was on the idea about Carrot. I was on the other side about Carrot joining the Straw Hats. I was thinking, like eventually that kind of got disproven pretty quickly. It's like, it's
Yeah.
a prime example.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't have to listen to the niggas on Twitter who pull up tweets from a year ago and are just like, "Oh, but you said you didn't like Bleach a year ago." No, you can like Bleach later on. That's okay. That's okay. But whatever. That's just my little takeaway from this little thing.
You
here,
should
know
switch
what I'm
up
saying?
all the time
Yeah,
on everyone
switch
that
up
cares
all
about
the
you.
time,
Always
yeah.
switch up on them.
You are not fake for
Never let
switching up
people
your
know you
opinion
like
on
me.
a series. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. God damn. What if Shiggy gains access to quirks again and he turns Bakugo into a Nomu? I doubt that's gonna happen at this point. I'm not gonna lie. I'd hate that.
Who's gonna
that
fucking kill it?
isn't physically possible. That's not how nomification like works. It's the whole Nomus are created by fucking Garaki, I think his name is,
Doc
the
Garaki,
doctor
yeah.
dude, and it's done in a lab. He was already like kind of capable of doing that, because the whole thing with Nomus is it's like the doctor dude has the technology to like replicate quirks and then
We have
implant
the
them into
technology.
people. All for One just streamlines that process by collecting quirks and like being able to do that for him.
Type shit.
It's just
type
streamlining the process. It has to be done like in the lab, like especially the body restructuring. That's not something like All for One or Shigaraki could do.
shit. Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, Zenith, what's your opinion on this chapter?
What's
Your honest review.
I think
Honest
it's
review.
funny that like I don't know. It's what's the chapter title again on this one? It's Deku versus All for One. No, it fucking wasn't.
Is that actually what it's called?
That's the chapter title.
Yeah. Deku versus All for One. Yeah.
Man just lied.
Yeah. I am lying.
But like,
a
aside
liar.
from that, yeah, I like the chapter. I am obviously biased because it vindicated me after just months of being correct. Get fucked. But
What do you
Yeah,
think about
no.
the little panel of All for One being like that glowing energy? I've seen it before, and thinking about the. Is that the second user or the third user?
Third
no, that's
user.
the third user.
Second
The third
user, we
user.
don't know what their quirk is yet.
Yeah.
We're guessing it's a
yeah,
big
I mean,
beam,
cool.
but that's
I
about it.
like.
I was
yeah.
saying we're guessing the
I like the
second
whole
user
thing
square is a big
'cause,
beam. I'm sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
A big beam.
I like the whole thing because with the like Mirio scene, right? It's a lot like the scene in Kamino when All Might's getting all pissed off and Gran Torino like has to calm him down.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. That's a cool little parallel. I like that.
Deku's best friend, Mirio. His closest friend.
His only true friend.
Yeah, his only
Truly.
Yeah, his only true friend. I just can't with Deku's round eyes, so I like he gets the sharp eyes. Damn, you don't like round eyes, Deku? That's fucked up. That's my guy right there.
He said he looks soft with the round eyes.
You look like a hoe with them round eyes. Izuku, I will go insert made up percentage number that doesn't make sense. Why? Why wouldn't it make sense?
The goat. The goat. Izuku when he goes 1 quadrillion% and fucking kills Shigaraki in one punch.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's go.
Sends him to the core of Japan like fucking Luffy did the Kaido, and he just floats in lava.
Oh my god, yeah, just floats in lava and then explodes and dies. That's it.
And then we
That's
just
lit.
never
Yeah,
hear from him again.
never to be seen ever again.
Yeah, whatever. All Might scene was fine, actually. There was nothing he could have said. It was already done by others and what he was needed. I think it would
I
have
think it
been
means
a
in
lot.
327.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it just would have been a lot more interesting for Izuku to actually sit down and rather be like, we're cool. All right, let's go. Like, I would have preferred a little bit more there, to be honest with you. The third user looks like Zoro in that panel. Let me look. Let me see PD. I'll be.
I
the
can
judge of that.
totally see it,
Because
honestly.
of the bandana.
Yeah. I can kind of see it.
Oh shit, he does.
Where is this shit?
Damn.
Is that the new theory that the third
Literally the
user is
last
Zoro?
page.
Page 7.
Oh, okay.
Or the last page, too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it.
Last
I don't
page,
really
not
see it
so
there.
much, but page 7, let me
Yeah.
check it out. Okay, yeah, he does. Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
I don't know
outside of
about
that-
you, man's got that Pell energy for me.
Oh
Page
no!
7.
Oh no! The will of
That's not
peace.
reassuring at all.
The will of peace.
Nah, man, Pell's immortal.
Yeah, that dude just does not die.
Alright, so
yeah,
obviously
that's
that
everything.
didn't work out for him.
Any guesses for next chapter?
We cut
I
over
think we're gonna get a little
Chaco
bit
and
of
Toga.
combat. I think we're
No.
gonna get some combat and then move on.
I think we're just
Okay.
gonna get a little bit of dialogue and then maybe a little bit of combat. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a situation like we're gonna see what Shigaraki is looking like and like his reaction inside of, I guess, the little mind space between him and All for One. And then after that, Izuku says something like, "I'll pull him out of there" or some shit. I'm gonna get you out of there. And maybe we cut over to somewhere else, or we just continue here. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we continue here for at least one more chapter and then we cut over to see what's going on. Or it could be like a situation, I believe Zenith brought this up last week, where it could be a situation where All for One shows up and then it's like, oh, fuck. And then we cut around to see everybody else and then we make our way back here. Could be something like that.
I mean, I feel like it could be something we stick around for one more chapter, just for like a quick convo between Deku and Shigaraki, trying to address this.
Yeah.
This line, like whether or not Shigaraki is in fact still in there. 'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like we got to address that before.
Well,
anything
we
else.
do know he still
Oh.
is in there. It's just like how we get him out of there. How we get you out of there. How we get him out of there. Tight beat, tight beat. So I'm very interested to see how that's gonna work, especially with Shigaraki or All for One, whatever the fuck, whoever's in charge right now. I don't
All
know.
for Shiggy.
Yeah, one of those.
I think
things.
it would be interesting if Deku does manage to, like, in a way save Shigaraki and, like, help him find himself, and that just ends up being a problem because now Shiggy's in control.
I would love that. Please give Shigaraki more agency again. Please do that. Do that,
That
shit
would be
right now.
interesting.
I would love it. Have him smoke All for One. All for One shows up to the battlefield again, like, hey guys, what's going on? Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Fucking disintegrates him. Oh, that's peak writing right there. Oh, that's peak. That's peak cinema right there.
Now you don't understand. Bakugo's
No,
gonna
so
get
you
up
should be
and fight
writing
All for
MHA,
One.
bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, Horikoshi. I can send you some drafts that I have. I can send you some mock-ups. You don't even have to credit me. Like, you can just have all the credit. Like, I'm not too greedy myself, you know. You can just do whatever you want to do with it.
I just want 50% of everything you make.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, shit, you can at least help me out. God damn, I got bills to pay. I got phone bill, light bill.
I got anime figures that you bought, bro.
That's for fucking true, bro. Listen, you can fund my addiction. Listen, Horikoshi, think about it this way, right? Because I buy all of your volumes, so really, you're just funding yourself if you give me 50% of your money. You'll make that money back, like guaranteed, bro. I mean, fuck, I just bought 3 MHA Funko Pops in the past 2 days. So, like, think about it. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah, I don't think Horikoshi's got access to the Funko funds. I don't know.
Nah, man, I'm sure he gets like a little bit of a percent on that, you know, maybe like a $5 or something. I don't know. Really, you know, he'll get it back.
But yeah, good chapter. We are getting
I was
off
just about
track.
to say, yeah, I'm ready to move on whenever you guys are.
Yeah,
all right, let's do it.
chapter.
Let's talk about the baddest bitch ever. Oh my god!
I'm gonna let you talk, buddy.
Holy!
Yeah, you get it out of the way first.
Ariana Grande was right. God is a woman. The fucking God of War is back, baby. Holy shit! I was so excited. God damn. Because even though realistically we didn't get too much of Maki until like the back end of this chapter, it was so fucking sick. Like that panel of Dido throwing the katana, getting his hand cut off, and out of the darkness, the god, the goat, stabs Naoya in the back. It's not the same, obviously, because, you know, Naoya's not him. But with Toji stabbing Gojo in the back, it reminded me of that. I was
Yeah,
like,
it did
damn.
remind me of that too.
Yeah,
That was
this
cool.
is so fucking sweet, man. And seeing how it, like, the domain effect wouldn't really hit her because she has no cursed energy. Oh my fucking god. You can't trap me in this domain, bruv. I'm playing in creative mode. I can just walk in and out. You can't fucking control me. The fucking god! I love her so much. God, that panel of her being someone equivalent to Toji has arrived. Oh! I fell to my knees in Walmart. I was crying again. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. A demonic
in
fighter
Walmart,
equal
bro?
to
They're gonna
yes,
kick you
bro.
out of that fucking place eventually, bro.
Bro.
They're not gonna let you come back in.
I was in shambles. I was tears out of my eyes. I was slobbering all over the place. I was like, oh my fucking god. And yeah, that's how that went,
Alright,
man.
so
I was so
when this
fucking
chapter
sick.
came out,
Gosh, it was lit. It was
when this chapter came out, Zenith, Sky, and I all read it together. Like we read it at the same time, and we all felt the same way about it. We all kind of was just like, didn't really care for that.
That's okay. That's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I'm here. God damn it. Because
I
listen,
thought
type
it was
shit.
I thought it was a fairly good chapter early.
Type shit. Listen,
think-
right? Listen, right? Because I like this too. Because the chapter even brings it up. Because I was thinking about it, how Yuji was equated to a demon god earlier. Now Maki, in the unofficials, it was like a demonic human. In the officials, it's a demonic fighter. Then you also have, I wish I could shout out the Twitter user. I forget. But they brought this up. I totally forgot about this. You have the people who are considered blessed. I mean, Yuta just said, like, I'm able to do all this stuff because I'm blessed. You have Megumi, whose name literally means blessings. You have Gojo, who's the honored one. So it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're setting up here, Akutami. Now let me see what you're trying to do with this shit. Type beat. I'm really interested. I'm interested in this shit. But aside from that, aside from what the implications could be for the story later on, baddest bitch ever. Now you're wasted. You're damn right. We packed his ass the fuck up. That nigga got packed the fuck up. You're right. Also, shout out to Maki as well for basically having a Zanpakuto now. You know, shouts out. You know, we can just talk to the spirit now. Hey, She can see clearly now. These eyes see darkness clearly. Type shit. She can just look at souls. Oh my fuck. You want to know who else who can look directly at souls? Gojo. She's better than the 6 eyes. Confirmed. Let's get it, baby. Let's fucking get it, baby. It's about that time of the year, baby. The agenda is being pushed. Oh, yeah. I love this shit. I love this chapter. I love this woman, this
Can't
god,
wait for
this
Sumo Guy to
goat,
get the volume
this
cover.
legend. Fuck no, bro. Absolutely not. My tribal chief is going to be on the cover with her
You don't wanna see
dope-ass
Kappa?
sword. Fuck no. I want to see my tribal chief. That's who I want to see. And she's going to be on the front. It's going to be sick. I'm going to love it. It's going to be like a nice little, I guess, inner domain, for lack of a better word. Even though it's not a true inner domain, because that is a thing in this series. It's hard to describe it. I guess like their mind space, the Zanpakuto realm of her like on the beach or something with her sword. That'd be pretty fucking sick. God damn. Maki progression feels kind of good, but rushed. Well, when you're the baddest bitch ever, you unlock these things very quickly. It makes sense.
Okay.
All
glad
right,
you
so
brought
yeah,
that, 'cause that's where
we've
come
been
in.
letting you talk. It's our turn now. We fucking
Yeah.
getting into this shit.
Bro,
Oh,
All right,
really? Oh,
um,
really? They think it's
Yeah,
their turn, huh?
we had problems, and we want to.
So they thought it was their turn, chat. It was not. We're still in the era of dominance of my tribal chief. It's truly a wonderful thing, honestly, when you think about it. Like, this chapter was so good, chat. Like, don't y'all agree with me? Like, don't y'all just agree with me? You know what? Y'all don't even have to say nothing. It's cool. I can already read y'all minds because y'all just like me for real, you know? So we get along very well. And just how we think are similar wavelengths, you know? Thank you. See, Jake, Sage, they have the vision. Thank you. Hey, I'm happy we could all communicate in a proper way here. I feel like this was a very good chapter for not only Maki, but for all of us. Because in this moment, we've come together a lot closer. We've come together closer as a community. You know, we were able to interact more and talk more. What do you mean, Siva, PD? I'm not trying to brainwash anyone. I'm not trying to spread propaganda. Listen, I think this is good for all of us as a community. You, the listener, me, the voice behind the screen, right? I think this is good for all of us because this allows us to come together as a collective and truly appreciate, truly praise God in this moment. And in this moment, I feel like Maki truly united us all. And we were able to understand each other and connect with each other and truly sympathize with each other. And in that way, we've achieved enlightenment. We've achieved true peace. And honestly, I'm thankful for that. You know, like Maki has done so much for this community, so much for me as a person, you know, like I was able to turn my life around before I met Maki Zenin. You know, I was broke. I had no job. You know, I was dirty. I had no food. I had no clean water, no nothing. Now I got a 401k. I got a full-on retirement plan in effect. You know, my cabinet is just chock full of food. I give it away, as a matter of fact, because my God has taught me how to be charitable. You know, there's so much that I could sit back and I could just praise God for and just thank her for everything that she's done for me. But I feel like that's the thing, right? It's not about me in this moment. I feel like it's about all of us as a collective and how this chapter has brought us closer together, you know? So, like, honestly, guys, this was pretty good. I love Maki, but she stinks of characters that are going to be killed off by Sukuna. No way, bruv. See, listen. It's okay, because now that we're closer, I can, like, look at you and we can talk about this and why I just don't think you're right in this situation, you know? Tight beat. I think that's good for us, personally. I think that's good for us and everybody here. It can be a very informative thing. Panda's sister form was hyped up for a long time, but it got folded in seconds by Kashimo, so I don't think of it as a guarantee. Yeah, that's also true. But you know what? Panda's not him. Panda is not God. But my tribal chief is. And my God is an awesome God. I love God. Do you love God? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think this was a good podcast. I think everybody else in chat, you know, I think they would also agree. That's kind of why they just stopped talking, and they all just let me spit for this last bit here. This was good, guys. This was really good. So you know what? I'll type this out to be the outro. I just dropped my pencil, but that's okay. I'm gonna pick it up. Come here. There we go. I'm gonna write down here for later. So for those of you listening to this after the fact and truly bonding together in this moment, you'll know. You can skip right here for the Sermon of Maki. I think that's good. I think that's very good. That's very good for all of us. Don't you agree, chat? Absolutely. Absolutely. Church was this morning, dude. Listen, you can always go again. You know, like you can always re-up your subscription. Just like you could always like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the stream. You could also subscribe to Zenith Animanga. He's not right all the time, as we could see today, but that's okay, because that's why this chapter is so good. It brought us closer together as a family. So I like this. This is very good. Let me check back in with these guys to see if they have anything to say. Hey guys, do you have anything you want to say? No, not really. Oh, so they left. See, that's very good. That's very good. All right, everybody.
Dude, not cool.
Goodbye, everybody.
What? No. Oh, that's lame, dude. Like real talk, that's just lame.